I've owned the SMC Pentax-m 28mm 2.8 for a few years now. I originally bought this lens to use it for video on my Micro Four Thirds cameras. I was in the market for a manual focus lens that was affordable and would give me a field of view roughly of about 50 millimeters. And on that sensor, the 28mm gives you about a 56, so that was close enough for me. Really, it was affordable and cheaper than any other option. And the reason I'm making this video is that even though I bought this particular lens for a very specific use case, it's ended up on a lot of different cameras and it's gone with me on a lot of different trips, and I've taken a lot more photographs with it than I ever would have imagined I would. Because of the smooth focus ring, the very legible indicators, and also pretty great optics, it's ended up being a lens I use quite often for video. And when you put this on an APS-C sized camera, you get a very nice field of view of roughly 40 to 45 millimeters, depending on the crop of your camera, which I think is a really nice field of view and one that I particularly like. And as if that wasn't enough, you take this lens and you put it on a full frame camera, which I've done, and you have a 28mm wide angle that is relatively fast and is pretty affordable. I've done some star photography with this and even some landscape work, and honestly I've been pretty impressed with the results. It isn't the sharpest lens I own, but it's surprisingly sharp in practical use. And if we're just talking about value for money, I think the value proposition with this lens is very high. With the nice, smooth manual focus controls, a metal, solid build quality, and what I think are very pleasing images, it's no wonder that now this lens is popular with videographers. The last thing that I think I'd like to mention are the colors and the sort of general rendition from this particular lens. A lot of people I think will find it a little bit bland. It lacks a little bit of contrast in my opinion, and the colors seem somewhat muted to me, not to a huge degree, but just a little bit. To me, that's a selling point. I usually take all of my photos and turn the saturation down anyway, so to me that's a benefit of this lens. But if that's not a look that you particularly appreciate, then that might be something that frustrates you if you were to own this. If anything, I guess I would say that it's a lens with a lot of character. And in a world of modern optics that I think are getting better and better and closer to perfect, sometimes it's fun to shoot something that maybe has a few flaws here and there. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with what it can do for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next video.